Hey everyone, this is Rachel. This is not a process video for you here today. Instead, I am sharing with you a counterfeit kit I made. Now, I'm going to show you right here. This is the August 2018 hip kit, and I think it's beautiful. And I hemmed and hawed. I'm like, oh, I really don't need it. Oh, I could just buy the pieces itself, blah, 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 so on and so forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's still available, so if there is someone who wants to buy it, as of the date I'm filming this, it is still available. But I was issued a challenge, not personally, but on a message board I belong to, one of the members is issuing a fall challenge just to kind of work on things, and one of the aspects was making a kit, a counterfeit kit, based on a real kit from your stash. And to be honest, I was like, well, I'll go ahead and do that, see if I can find stuff that makes me think of this kit. I'm actually going to do two of them, one for this kit and one for another kit, and I'll make that a separate video. So I went ahead and did it, and honestly, I was shocked by how quick I was able to find pieces in my own stash that mimic the feel of the kit of brand new stuff. I mean, slightly shamed by how fast this kit came together. Now I will say I stuck mainly with Maggie Holmes. A lot of the August tip kit was the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane. So I did start with my collection of Maggie Holmes simply because obviously it's going to evoke the same feel. I believe almost all of my embellishments, come from Maggie Holmes, but the papers are a bit of a mix. All right, so we're gonna start with the first paper I picked, and it's actually what I then used to base the rest of my kit around. If you hear tap dancing, I apologize. My dog is doing a perimeter check since I'm talking and there's nobody here. Okay, so from the Maggie Holmes Chasing Dreams line, I picked this piece called My Darling, and it's a beautiful botanical floral piece with greens and whites and yellows, and then this right on the cusp between teal and aqua color of leaf. Now the B side of this is this black and white plus sign, and it's a very sketchy one, and I thought this side would go just as well with this kit as the floral. So from this piece, I then pulled out the rest of what I'm having to go with this kit. No, Xanthe, you stay in there. Thank you. So also from the Chasing Dreams line, I picked this one called Be Happy. Now, I've actually used this paper before, but I didn't actually choose it for this side, although of course it's going to go because it's from the same line. I actually chose it for this side. I thought that was really pretty, and I thought it was a nice, different pattern, but same color tone in that almost teal, but not, almost like a chalkboard, like an old-fashioned chalkboard. And then the polka dots are all very sketchy as well. Also from Maggie Holmes, but a different line. This is actually from Style Board, and it doesn't have a branding strip because they bought a collection pack, I think at like a tag sale, like a scrappy tag sale. They had the entire 12 by 12 collection pack for only a couple dollars, but I thought the tones were very similar. And I like the idea of being able to cut out some of these cameras. The B side doesn't really go. It's more of that red tone that was in Style Board that really isn't in the other pieces, but I definitely thought this side would work well. And then my last piece, oh no, that is my last piece from Maggie Holmes. Okay, so next I found a piece. I have a bag of scrapbooking stuff that is, oh, it's right here. I didn't put it away. Bad me. So what this is my bag of one-offs. So this is a bunch of stuff where I thought the paper was pretty, but I didn't necessarily buy the line, or it's from, I bought a clearance Studio Calico kit, but I didn't like the way they grouped their papers. So basically, this is all of my papers I have that don't go with collections or don't belong to Crate Paper, which I have all by itself, or Maggie Holmes, which I have all by itself, that type of thing. And when I go to make kits myself, that's usually my go-to place where I pull papers from. And that's where this came from. This is from Kaiser Craft. It's called Lens. I don't know how old this is. It does not say. But I bought it because I thought it's a very similar style floral where it's almost botanical in its look, but it's a tone on tone rather than multicolor, and it's much smaller rather than the bigger one. But other than that, actually, the print is incredibly similar. It's kind of funny. I didn't even realize until right now how similar it was. Okay. And I sort of showed you the B-side. I didn't necessarily think this would work. Maybe as a matte, but other than that, I picked it for this side. All right, next up from Life Love Paper for Studio Calico, I picked this one out. Now, I don't necessarily know if I'm going to use the swans. I like the black and white, and I thought maybe as a matte or as a small accent, what I really liked was this, and this very much mimics one of the papers from the Maggie Holmes kit, but rather than almost all white with black words, it was white, but then these were filled in with black with white words. So, but I thought this was very similar. Okay, I have one more piece of paper, and this is from Studio Calico, and it is called Airmail. And it just has a lot of the similar colors. It's got the pink, it's got the green, it's got the yellow, and I thought it would work really well as little accent pieces. And then if I don't like that, I can use this side, which is Ledger, which is very neutral and very usable. This is actually from Tim and Beck from 2013. So yay, also digging into my stash. Okay, so these are my papers. I wanted to keep it not massive because that's where I end up making mistakes with my kit, is I make them so big that then I find them hard to use. All right, so now for my embellishments. And as I said, I did choose all of my embellishments from different Maggie Holmes lines. I have a lot of embellishments in the Maggie Holmes lines. So the first thing I did is I went through a couple of chipboard sheets I have, and I just pulled some pieces that I thought might work. Now I have more chipboard, so if I feel the need, I can go back and grab more, but this is just what I decided to start off with. I then pulled out the Maggie Holmes Bloom ephemera pieces. I do not have a lot of these left, and in fact the majority of the pieces left in here are actually not ephemera pieces. They are pieces from the cut apart sheet that came with Maggie Holmes Bloom, but there's maybe a dozen pieces in there. I also pulled out Maggie Holmes Confetti, which is lightly birthday themed, but there are pieces in here that don't have to do with birthday, so I thought those might work as well. There are ephemera pieces in the Hip kit, so I thought that would work well. Now, in the Hip kit, there are, I cannot remember what they are. Hopefully I will put them up on the screen. Instead of those, I went with little washi stickers. There are some flags and triangles and hearts. I used up all the banners. I'm hoping I will be able to use all of these in here. There are also some puffy stickers. Now the puffy stickers in the kit are very tiny. The ones I chose are from the Shine collection, and I believe I got them in a Hip kit grab bag actually. But the colors are very similar, and although these are larger, I think they will still work. I then also pulled from Maggie Holmes Bloom this 6x12 sticker sheet, and it has quite a bit of stickers left, some journaling, some word and phrase. So that is my kit, my counterfeit kit based on the August 2018 hip kit. All right, folks, let me know what you think of my kit. Let me know if you do this as well, because I think it's a really great way to shop your own stash in a way that isn't what you would normally do. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.